Yo, yo, yo.
Remember in Zoe 101, yo, yo, yoey, my name is Zoe.
No, I don't.
Okay.
Woo! Welcome back to another episode, you guys, of the Pink Print Podcast.
Someone with a big ass head was wearing my headphones.
Not me, because I always use, on my side, the headset.
I also don't think you have a big ass head.
I think my dad used to tell me I have a cabeção.
Cabazoo.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that means big head in Portuguese.
You don't say.
He would also call me Butterfingers.
She has sweaty hands.
No, not sweaty hands, because I drop everything and I was clumsy. Thanks
Not
for
an
exposing
athlete.
me, but I do not have sweaty hands. Anyways.
Anywho, what are we talking about today? Today we are talking about how to achieve your goals and, of course, how to set them prior to achieving them. We're going to give you amazing, actionable steps to do so. And it's going to be a little fun, bite-sized episode, just something to take away this Friday.
Yeah, this is really practical and just like, here are the steps.
Yeah. A lot of people ask us like how we manage work with the podcast, with social life, with this, that. And this is an amazing template that we've implemented into our lives in order to make sure we get everything we want to get done. And it's really easy to follow.
It really is. So specifically, the goal setting that we're using is the SMART goals,
Yes.
which is specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and timely. SMART.
Yeah, that's your acronym to remember. You don't have to be so smart to remember.
Yeah, but this is just a really structured way, very focused, and you can break down a big goal into these steps.
Yeah. And by the way, we didn't invent this. This has been
No.
around for millenniums, but it's just
We created SMART goals.
yeah, it's just what we use and it's super helpful. So in case you don't know what it is, here it is. Let's start.
Okay. So for the first one, specific is specific with the goal. So who, what, when, where, which, why, right? So we're going to give you an example of some of the ones that we've done specifically for this podcast. So super simple, increase Instagram followers, okay?
That's what
So-
the specific goal is. So
Yes.
we're staying on specific right now and we're going to walk you through the example.
Exactly. So the specific goal is increase Instagram followers.
So that is what our what is.
Yes.
Perfect.
Okay. Then we go to measurable.
Yep.
And measurable is how will you measure your progress? So we literally write this in if the followers have increased. It's a little silly because it's just like so simple, but I mean, other goals can be measured differently, but you have to write it in there. So that's how you're going to measure it, right? Other things are, if it's a skill that you're trying to work on, then you're going to measure it that way, you know? Mm-hmm. All right. And then attainable is how will the goal be accomplished and what steps should be taken. Mm-hmm. So here in the attainable, we actually write down like a few steps, right? Of how to do it. So we say first we said that we were going to do a content plan and consistently follow our plan that we've created. Then we're going to get people to repost on their stories, and we're going to get people in the community, and we're going to do community exposure. And we wrote specifically the ways of how we want to increase followers in this case. Mm-hmm. And there you can put, I don't know, tag people and get people to repost, whatever. You can be very, very
Create
specific.
merchandise.
Exactly. And then that falls into how we're going to get more followers, right? And then relevant, which is the R, is how does this goal align with your current objective? So obviously the actual objective of this, the big picture, is to get more exposure for the Pink Print podcast, right? And we want to have brand equity and we want more listeners for the podcast. So this is how this specific goals falls into the big picture of the Pink Print, right? Mm-hmm. And then the last one, which is timely, we need to put a time frame, a deadline on our goal. So it's when will we achieve this goal by? And we specifically for this goal, we sort of break it down like on a monthly basis. We put like, we want to have X amount of followers by the end of January, X amount of followers by the end of Q1, X amount of followers. So we sort of go it like that, right? And this is just a really easy way to visualize step by step, I think, right? And it makes it a little less daunting because you just have the steps there. Like now you just need to follow it and follow through, and that's how you're going to achieve. And then that's how we're going to grow the followers. And that in turn is going to affect the pink print as a whole, right? And we did this for like a lot of other things. We were very, very specific. I think that the SMART goals is great specifically for, well, what we use it for is really for our business, either like the real estate or the pink print. On a personal level, you can also do it. I think it's great. Like you're going to do it, especially for like a skill set that you want to learn more of, you can do it. But specifically for the business, I think it's really, really great because business it's fucking business. So you need the step-by-steps, right? And it just makes it like, these are tasks now. Like now I got it done.
Yes. So we just walked you through a business example. Let's take it through a personal example in case you don't want to use this towards your business, but you want it to, let's say your overall goal is to increase wellness and health in your life. But what is a specific goal within that? Okay, I want to go to the gym 4 times a week. So that's your what right there. That's your specific. Now we move on to measurable. How are you going to measure your progress? Well, you can use a scale if you wish. You can write in your calendar. I went to the gym Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday for this amount of time. And then it's going to say, we're going to get to our attainable. So how will the goal be accomplished? By making sure you set your alarm for 6 a.m., by making sure you have breakfast ready, by making sure you go to bed early the night before. That's how you're going to be able to make sure you can go to the gym every day because you're ensuring muscle recovery, you're ensuring sleep. So then you go into how is this goal relevant? Well, you said you want to increase your overall wellness and holistic health. And one of these is the workout portion of it. So that's why it's relevant. And then timely, when will this goal be achieved? Maybe you want to hit a certain weight. So you should set a benchmark. Okay, I want to be this weight in 6 months, this weight in a year. Because as we know, it takes time when you go to the gym. But that's how it should be. So it can be for anything. It can be for your business. It can be for 100%. Your podcast. It can be for your personal life.
For a skill, like if you want to learn a new language.
The guitar.
Yeah, like anything really that you want to do. Like a non-SMART goal is just like, oh, I want to be a better singer. Okay, cool. You want to be a better singer. Okay.
How are you going to do it?
Exactly. Then you can be like, I'm going to take classes twice a week, and then I'm going to write a song because I want to also work on my songwriting. And then it's like, okay, now I'm going to progress, and then I'm going to ask someone for tips and use it as constructive criticism. And then you're actually like working on the skill and you're actually getting better rather than just being, oh, I want to be a better singer. And like, you're not really thinking of how you're going to get there.
Yeah. So we wanted to share this template. We think it's super efficient. And another thing that I wanted to also talk about within the realm of efficiency with work is if you specifically sit at a computer all day for work and you have to be looking at something or not, but maybe you have a big daunting task, one of my favorite things to do is set the Pomodoro timer.
Oh, what's a Pomodoro timer?
The Pomodoro timer is you work like without no distractions, no phone, no anything. You can do it for longer increments or shorter. A lot of people choose to work really hard for 25 minutes, then to take a 5-minute break and keep doing it that way. But you have to stay really strict with the timing so that you don't like go on a break longer than 5 minutes. And then for the 25 minutes, you just like grind. You're not on your phone. You're only working on your task. Then you get 5 minutes to do whatever you want. Go back for 25 minutes, 5 minutes, do whatever you want, and so on and so forth.
Do you use that method?
I use that a lot when I was working my corporate job. Now we're kind of driving a lot, doing showings, going here, meeting with this person, talking to a client. But if I were to, like if we were to maybe have to do comps for like 100 properties or whatever it may be, if it were to take a long time on the computer that day, then yeah, I would do it.
Yeah.
I love it. It's really helpful and it helps you just like stay on task.
I agree because it also helps you like really get into the zone.
Exactly.
For those 25 minutes and then you need a break.
Yeah.
I think that we do that though, sort of intuitively. Like when we have to be on our computer, we also like when we really focus in, like we're honed in.
Yeah. I think it's more specific to like corporate jobs because sometimes you like have, I don't know, like assessments due and they're like really long and you don't want to do them and you get, like if you're working from home, it can be a lot.
Yeah.
So these are just some easy, quick tips on how to stay on track as we're going into the new year. So many people have so many goals, but we want to make sure that you're actually achieving them because if not, why are you setting them? So the SMART template is the way to go and let us know if you end up using it.
Yeah.
Do you have any other quick little tips that you like when you're trying to focus on a specific task? or setting goals?
Not really, just fucking do it.
Yeah.
Get yourself an accountability partner. I think that's really, really good, which we spoke about in another episode, but Kathy's a great accountability partner for me. But it's true, because then it's like, even if you can find someone in your workplace who you can hold accountable or whatever, well, I guess it's specifically for your goal, but it's just so good when we're like, okay, now we actually have to do it. And then look back at your goals frequently, because you forget, and also time goes by really fast. So go back, check it out. I like to go back to these SMART goals at least once a month, and then you can measure how you're doing.
That's the thing.
Don't let it fly you by, because even at the end of the month, you're like, oh, like I'll do it in a few days. And then you end up seeing in like a whole month and a half could go by and you haven't even looked back at them. So like, make sure to keep looking back. You can look back at them even more often if you want, but definitely sit down and reevaluate, because maybe sometimes you don't hit your goal, or maybe you exceeded your goal extremely quickly and you're like, wait, we like passed those followers really quick. So maybe we should actually make it a little harder and a little bit more challenging. Yeah. For the next month or for the next quarter.
Yeah, exactly. And by the way, your goals can change. And also what we've noticed specifically with the podcast is like some things have happened that we necessarily didn't goal set for, but we're so happy they happened. And then we kind of like forgot to reflect on them, and you should put it into your sheet and be like, I actually did achieve this goal, even though we weren't trying to, but it happened. So just so you have them all written down, what you have achieved and what you haven't, to reflect on, especially because goals can change. Like
they do.
Like you said, maybe you're doing better than expected. It's like, okay, well, we've already achieved all of these. Like, wow, we really underestimated ourselves. So how are we going to go up from here? And if you don't hit that goal, ask yourself why. Is it really not attainable right now? Or did you not put in the proper time and effort to achieve that goal?
Yeah. And I think that for us not to get comfortable, that's why it's good to keep checking back on it. So you're not just setting like really easy goals.
Oh yeah, no.
Like, oh yeah, of course I'm going to hit 20 followers by next month. Like that's such an easy goal. Like, come on. Also like challenge yourself a little bit. Like when you look at the attainable, like think of, is it attainable, but also push yourself. Like, yourself. You know?
Exactly. I wanted to also provide 2 really natural, helpful methods to stay focused when sometimes it's a little hard to, if you're, not taking Adderall. I've never taken Adderall in my life. So, but a lot of people, and I can confirm it because I know it works. I personally have never used it. I've told Gio to use it. I can't use this because it contains mushrooms and I'm allergic to mushrooms, but take lion's mane. It's supposed to be nature's Adderall. Everyone that I've spoken to that have used it, they say it works really well. So I recommend taking lion's mane, or the brand Beekeepers Naturals makes this little tube and it's called Brain Fuel. You can get it on Amazon and it really helps just like after the weekend, even if you're not drinking a lot, but you just like haven't been doing a lot of work, or you're just tired. Maybe you were running around a lot, running errands with your kids, whatever.
With your kids? Do you have kids?
I don't, but hopefully people that are listening to this maybe do. Take the Brain Fuel and it should help reduce your brain fog. Just if you need a little extra boost, of course, you should just be eating foods that nourish your body and drinking lots of water, and it should do the trick too. But in case you're looking for an extra natural boost, I recommend those 2 products.
That's amazing. Okay, cool, you guys. So our homework is basically off of these SMART goals, and it's just set up your SMART goals for a specific thing in your life, whether that's a skill or for your business or for your side hustle or for anything you really want to achieve this year, and set it up and see how it works out for you. Yeah. I mean, it should really help you achieve your goals.
Yeah. So we hope you like this little nugget, bite-sized episode on just how to implement a quick thing into your life.
A little quickie.
We're going into 2024. Make sure we're setting up these goals and setting ourselves up for success. This is how, baby.
Always, baby. And if you want, we can hold you accountable. So do it. Do your fucking homework.
Yes.
And let's fucking go.
Let's go. Real steps from real women. Ciao, bye.
Ciao, bye.